My name is Albert Bowles, or Al.
And I'm Chris.
Related to First-Centenary about 26 years.
I already had First-Centenary as my church while he was serving it. When he went on the district, he was all over the place, and I went with him some, but this was home. I would come back to it. And then when he got ready to retire, he told me we needed to find a church. And I said, find a church? You know, I already have one. And so that really wasn't much of a decision to be made. I had already made it. Well, I'd never been in a church that long before. We've been here longer than we were even in our home church growing up. But it seemed like home even from the very first year. People were so welcoming, and I had a Sunday school class that I absolutely loved. I was very fortunate to be in Nell Money's class for about 10 years. And that had sealed it because the other ministers were coming and going, but the congregation stayed pretty much the same.
Well, I offered her an opportunity of 3 or 4 churches because as a retired clergy, I had to have a charge conference someplace. And she said, well, I already have a church. And I said, well, you follow me for 50 years. I'll follow you for the next 50, and so we all had that up to about 26 years, and that's wonderful. It's been wonderful to watch First-Centenary mushroom and do what it intended to do. Before I got here as a pastor in 1997, the church had already decided that they were going to stay downtown and lift up the cross in the workplace. That workplace meant not only this community, but the worldwide community. And it's just been fabulous the way we have responded to the community needs. Short-term missions, we've sent many of those. And I think about it when I have time to think a little bit about what this church has done, and I think about that little boy or little girl singing, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine." And that's going to happen. That's happening because First-Centenary sent somebody to help them to know Jesus. And we've built churches, we've been missions-minded in so many different ways. And I just see that happening in this congregation. And I'm excited. And not many pastors, United Methodist at least, get to spend 26 years in one church or related to one church.
Well, when I think about First-Centenary as working with the global church around the world, I know all the things that we've participated in, but this came very clear to me. For 20 years, I followed Al to General Conference, and having gone there and to see what was happening around the world and to know that we had been a part of that. One General Conference, I remember discussion, and some of it was pretty heated, about Africa University. And I can remember some men getting up and saying, that would be like putting money down a rat hole. And they argued back and forth, but to then come back to General Conference and to see that it was being worked on and to see the completion, and then to get to go there. Al got to preach in the chapel there. They were having summer school, and he preached to the students and to our mission team. But that and things like when they voted on the Hispanic hymnal, and to see that, to live long enough to see these things happen is real history. But I know that First-Centenary has been a part of all of those global things.